SVCC kids, happy Easter. I miss you guys so much, especially my girl squad from Sunday mornings. But during this time, I hope you enjoy extra time with your families and loved ones. I'm looking forward to this message this morning, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then He died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely He was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took His body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now He was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down His life. Through God's power, He defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, He's promised to return, so we can live with Him forever.
Hey guys, I wish we could be together today, but I know that's not what the Lord has. I do miss you guys. I miss seeing you. I hope you're doing well. I've been praying that God would work in this time, and I know that I've seen him work in my life and in the life of others, in the way that he's providing for people and the lessons that he's teaching, and so I hope that's happening for you as well. And again, as much as I would love to be with you to worship together, I'm hoping that we can feel a little bit closer right now as we come together in the Spirit and worship.
You are above every other. Your love amazes me. You created every beautiful color for everyone to see. I want the world to know, I want my life to show just what your love has done for me. In your love I'm free, in your love I'm forgiven, forgiven. Your love, it makes me sing, your love, it gives me a reason to lift my voice, yeah. Oh, I lift my voice, yeah. You are the giver of all things good and perfect. I give you all of my praise, God, 'cause only you deserve it. I want the world to know, I want my life to show just what your love has done for me. In your love I'm free, in your love I'm forgiven, forgiven. Your love, it makes me sing, your love, it gives me a reason to lift my voice, yeah. I lift my voice, yeah.
goodness. I wanna say thank you for mercy and kindness, for grace that is endless, love and forgiveness. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I will live my life to praise you, and lift you high. Every night and day I'll follow in your ways. I wanna say thank you, thank you. I wanna say thank you, God. I wanna say thank you, God. I wanna say thank you, God.
Your family is going to face off in the greatest Peeps jousting competition of all time. I'm gonna explain how it works, and then I'll tell you when to start. First, divide the room into 2 teams. Next, take 2 Peeps and assign them to a team. Now, if you don't have any Peeps, no worries at all. Big marshmallows like this one will work just as well. Now, Team A gets Peep A, Team B gets Peep B. You can come up with cooler names like Lord Sugarcoat or Sir Sprinkles. You get the idea. You can also use a marker or a Sharpie to decorate your Peeps to give them some personality. Maybe you can draw a mustache on your Peep, or give them some mean eyebrows or a fancy outfit. Just let your creative juices flow. Next, you need to prepare your Peeps for battle. Take a toothpick and stick it into the front of each Peep, just like that. Now you can think of the toothpick as a jouster, a lightsaber, or a sword. It just depends on how serious your family is about the competition. Make sure the toothpick is facing forward and toward the other Peep. Now you're gonna place the 2 combatants on a microwave plate. No social distancing is necessary. You want the Peeps to be as close together and facing one another. And finally, time for the big event. Gather around and put the plate in the microwave, setting the timer to 45 seconds. You won't let it run that long. In fact, don't let it run that long. Then press start. Watch at a safe distance until the Peeps drop their toothpick sabers and one touches the other. The toothpick that touches the other Peep first, that Peep wins. Now, as soon as this happens, you're gonna wanna stop the microwave. Trust me on this one. Stop the microwave. Okay, it's time to settle this thing. And don't forget to snap a pic of that photo finish. It's go time. Press pause now, and I'll wait here. Jeez. All right, you ready for another game? For this one, you need a laundry basket and socks. Lots of socks. Clean or dirty, doesn't matter, as long as they have a match. Now, if you need to, go grab those things now. Press pause. I'm gonna go wash my hands, and then I'll explain the rest. Got your basket and socks? Great. Now, choose 2 people to play. You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers. Now, to get started, dump all the socks on one side of the room. Don't worry, those socks will make their way back to the basket real soon. Then, place the basket on the other side. Now, when I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile, and find the matching one. You'll roll the socks together in the shape of a ball, or like an Easter egg, and then toss them. Just like that, across the room into the laundry or Easter basket. Now, the player with the most socks or eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have scorekeepers to help you count, you have to keep up with that number on your own. So that means everybody's on the honor system, all right? Parents, I'm looking at you. Okay, now if you need to, press pause now and get everything and everyone in position for the game. I'll wait here. Everybody ready? Great. We're putting a countdown timer on the screen right now, and this Easter egg throwdown is happening in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was wild. And whoever won gets socks. Okay, just kidding. But adults, make sure whoever won the challenge gets a special treat today.
Girls, what are you guys doing? Come on, hurry up. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, come on. You guys aren't doing this fast enough. Let's go. Come on. This year, come on. This year. Deeper. No, hey, come on. Deeper than that. Let's go. Get that out of there.
Uncle Thomas, can you go home? We're tired.
Home? Not yet. Not till we're done.
It's spring break. Why haven't we been out here digging this hole all day?
Really? You've only been out here for like 5 hours.
What's your plan? You really want to go home?
Yeah, you're always tired, huh?
Why are we doing this anyways?
Other than free child labor? Just pretend like you're in the movie Holes. Keep on digging. Dig. Dig. You know what, girls? Hey, actually, this reminds me of our Bible, something about our Bible verse in church. You guys want to go inside, clean off, go inside, and we can talk about it real quick?
Sure.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, awesome, let's go. You get to stop working?
Yeah.
All right, hey, you better clean off. The reason why I had you guys digging that hole, because in my prayer time this morning, when I was praying about it, you know, it says, hey, be humble. Instead, value others over yourselves. And all this awesome work that we did here, I don't want it to go to waste. We have to dig you guys were digging a well out there, and we got to dig 400 feet, so you guys are going to be digging for a few more days. All right? But I want to make sure the new buyers have a good well, because that's what I would want.
But we have to dig 400 feet.
Yeah, you have to dig 400 feet.
But why?
For water. So that's why I want to make sure the buyers that are getting this house, that they get a good well. Right? Because that's what I would want, right? 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 So that reminded me of our Bible verse today. You guys remember it?
Yeah.
All right, what was it?
Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble. Value others over yourselves. Philippians 2:3.
How are you guys? I love you, girls. Come give me a hug. Come on. Oh, I love you. Thank you, guys. Oh.
I want to
Yeah. Your kids are sour.
Get back to work.
Mom?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Get back to work. Free labor.
What?
Get back to work. Get your shoes on.
Hey, John, I've got a question.
What is it, Brandon?
No, I'm asking the question.
Fine, say the question.
Why do we paint Easter eggs?
Because it's easier than wallpapering them. Oh! Hey, did you hear the one about the lady whose house was infested with Easter eggs?
I did, but she's fine now.
You don't say.
Yeah, she called an exterminator.
Exterminator! Hey, that reminds me. How does the Easter Bunny stay so healthy?
I'm guessing a steady diet of fresh greens and vegetables.
That and exercise.
Hey, speaking of the Easter Bunny, do you know how much he gets for every basket he makes?
How much?
2 points like everyone else.
Oh boy. I think we're going to have to stop doing this pretty soon.
Why, because the yolks are so bad?
No, I'm getting dizzy. We're upside down.
Oh.
I need air. I need air. I can't see. Gotta wipe off my glasses.
Okay. Okay. Welcome to the So-and-So Show.
Happy Easter!
I thought we were going to say that together.
I'm so sorry. I just got excited.
I understand. It is very exciting.
Yo.
Anywho, we're excited because it's time for our annual Easter egg hunt.
John and Brandon's annual Easter egg hunt.
That's what I said.
Every year, we hide one Easter egg somewhere in the world for someone to find.
Seems impossible, right?
Yeah.
Well, it is. No one has ever found the egg we've hidden. So this year, we tried to find someone so cunning, so clever, and so gifted at locating hidden objects, there was no chance they would fail. So please welcome someone who finds stuff.
Greetings and saturations.
I think you mean salutations.
No, I wish. I'm sweating like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. It's hotter than the sun out here.
Why don't you tell everyone who you are?
My name is Leonard Fortescue, and I am a professional metal detectorist. But presently, I am a professional egg hunter.
Did you solve our last clue, Leonard?
Well, let's see here. We're four-sided and stand very tall, perched in sand with no water at all. The tallest of us has been called great. Most think there's 3, but there's really closer to 80 thereabouts.
Kind of loses the rhyme a bit at the end.
Poetry is hard.
Yeah. What do you think, Leonard? Where are you now?
Four-sided, tall buildings in the sand? I mean, where else would I be?
All right, yes, well done, Leonard.
Did you find our next clue?
You bet your gumdrops I did. Old Camilla here, she found it buried in the sand right over there. Hang on. I share a name with this very day. If you hope to find me, I'm far out of the way. I sit all alone in a watery bed. I have no body, so look for the part of the body that typically sits on top.
Why not just say the head?
They didn't want to make it too easy.
It's the world's biggest head of lettuce. Or maybe a giant wheel of head cheese. That's delicious.
I think it's pretty straightforward. And you better hurry, your time's almost up.
Oh, sweet petunias, I gotta get out of here. Once I find my camel. Hey, Billy Bob!
This could take a while.
I agree completely. That's why we're gonna play a little game I call Egg Smash. In front of us is a basket of a dozen beautifully dyed Easter eggs. We will each take turns smashing an egg on our own heads.
How is this a game?
It's a game of chance, my friend. 9 of these eggs are filled with confetti. The other 3 are raw.
Oh.
The first person to crack 2 raw eggs on their head loses. You got it?
I got it. After you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Nice!
Ow.
Confetti and pain.
Woo. Your turn.
Oh, great.
What do you got? What do you got? Oh! It's a party in your head.
Party.
Good.
Hey! Nice! Wow.
There we go. Red.
Whoa! What? I'm getting nervous. There's 3 yolks here.
I know. 3 and 7. What's it gonna be?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh! I think that's a strike 1. How's that feel?
All right.
All right. Here we go. My turn.
Oh! Okay, here we go. Ready?
Here we go. Oh! I think we have a winner. It's me.
Boom! I'm getting closer to your egg. I can almost taste it.
I can taste it.
I figured it out. I'm on Easter Island. Look at that big head. Reminds me of my mama.
You got there fast.
Thank you. I did have a little problem in customs. They apparently don't like you to bring camels onto the island for some reason.
Why did you bring... You know what? Never mind it. Did you find the last clue?
Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? The last place to go is where you already know. 2 sit here on their keister. Hurry up so we can celebrate Resurrection Day together.
You've got egg on your face.
Huh. Oh, I see what you did there. This is the oldest trick in the treasure hunting book. Watch out, Egg. I'm coming for you. That way.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Happy Easter, guys.
Happy Easter, Kellen.
Today we're talking about the most amazing moment in history. Want to help me out?
Yeah.
You bet.
Then bring on out the sound jars.
Whoa.
These jars contain sounds that will help tell the story. All you have to do is open the right jar at the right time. You think you can handle that?
Yeah. Does this answer your question?
No, it does not.
We're ready, Kellen.
Perfect. Then here it is, the story of Easter. Jesus was the Son of God. Jesus first came on the scene as a baby, born in Bethlehem. Jesus grew up. He grew wiser and stronger. Now, as a man, he devoted his life to teaching and serving people. They came in droves to hear his words and see his miracles.
Ooh.
But even though Jesus had done nothing wrong, many of the religious leaders wanted to get rid of him, so they had Jesus arrested. They tied him up, and he was taken to the high priest. Two of Jesus' disciples, Peter and John, followed at a distance, trying not to draw attention to themselves. But someone recognized Peter.
You aren't one of Jesus' disciples, are you?
Me? No, not me.
Then someone else thought they recognized Peter.
Aren't you one of Jesus' followers?
No, you're mistaken.
And then a third person.
Haven't you been with Jesus?
I'm telling you for the last time, I don't know him.
Later, Jesus was taken to the Roman governor Pilate, who decided,
I find no basis for any charge against the man.
But the religious leaders stirred up the angry crowd. Fearing a riot, Pilate handed Jesus over to the soldiers. They forced Jesus to drag the heavy beams of a wooden cross to the place where he would be crucified, the place called Golgotha, or the skull. There, they nailed Jesus to the cross. They raised the cross up, and Jesus hung there until he died.
It is finished.
That evening, Jesus' body was taken down from the cross and put into a cave-like tomb. A heavy, large stone was rolled over to block the entrance. It seemed like the end. All hope was lost. But the story wasn't over yet. Early Sunday morning, when it was still dark, a woman named Mary Magdalene came to the tomb. What she saw astonished her. That large, heavy stone that had blocked the tomb's entrance had been rolled away, and Jesus' body was nowhere to be found. So Mary ran. She ran to tell Peter and John what she had discovered.
They have taken the Lord out of the tomb.
Now it was their turn to run. They ran straight to the tomb, and Mary was right. The cloth used to wrap Jesus' body was still there, but Jesus, well, he was gone. They didn't understand what was happening, so they went back to where they were staying and left Mary there alone. She stood there and cried, but she had to see for herself one more time. So she peeked into the tomb, and she saw two angels sitting where Jesus' body had been. They said,
Why are you crying? They have taken my Lord away. I don't know where they have put him.
Mary turned to find a man behind her. She thought it was the gardener.
Sir, did you carry him away? Tell me where you put him, then I will go and get him.
Mary.
When he said her name, Mary recognized the man. It was Jesus. He was alive.
Go to those who believe in me. Tell them I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God.
Mary ran to deliver the news.
I have seen the Lord.
Jesus, God's Son, died on a cross. Not because he had no choice. He chose to sacrifice himself to pay for our sins. He put us first in the most ultimate way. And on the third day, Jesus came back to life, proving that God is more powerful than death itself. And that is the story of Easter.
Wow. I never get tired of hearing that story. Thanks, Kellen.
And I never get tired of talking about the lengths God will go to show how much he loves us.
Happy Easter, Kellen.
Happy Easter to you guys.
Happy Easter, Brandon.
Happy Easter, John.
Yeah. Hey, reveal the question.
Hey, what does Easter mean to you?
Yeah. What do you love about Easter? How does it make you feel when you think about it?
Talk about it together, and we'll see you next time.
Wait. What about Leonard? Shouldn't we check in to see if he's found the hidden egg?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll find it. It's what he does, right?
Yeah.
That's all for the So-and-So Show. Happy Easter!
Woo! Can't pull the wool over this long-eared Norwegian bunny's eyes. I'm gonna go make me an orange omelet. Oh, got my egg.
Well, thanks for joining us. We hope you guys have a happy Easter.
Happy Easter, guys! Woo!